It's just disappointing. I feel like a father and my son's done something and I'm just disappointed in him. Disgrace to college football having Indiana in the top 5. Their strength of schedule is a cold hard fact. Let me zoom in, Matt. 106! What are we doing? Ryan Day, why don't you do something for once in your life, buddy? I need you. I need you. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. I know it's kind of dark. You can barely see me, but it is time for the college football playoff rankings to come out. Tree looks pretty good there in the background. I gotta add the ornaments. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've been slacking. But I gotta kill some time and might as well show y'all what your boy Matt chefed up tonight. Well, I just realized this isn't too appetizing because I already ate the food, but I'll show y'all anyways. I probably should have recorded what it was before I ate it, but it is what it is. And come on, man. You know I had to get the salsa. It's not taco salad without salsa, and yeah, it's pretty simple as that. You get your chips, cheese, and most importantly, you gotta have the meat, and plus you gotta season it too. And oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if I've shown y'all this or not, but you see it. You see the Spider-Man in the kitchen? Who else got Spider-Man in their kitchen? That's right, nobody. Let's head to the man cave. Real quick, almost forgot to show you guys before we head up to the man cave. Guess what your boy Matt just bought? Look at this thing, it's a snow village with a train. Dude, I thought this thing was amazing. You see like the river or whatever that is, like snow. Like, I don't even know what you would call it. It changes lights. I gotta show you this. It actually has music. I just don't leave the music on because it's kind of annoying. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. You see it. Let me turn the light off, see if it looks better. It has like 14 different songs in total, and the camera doesn't do it justice. But I thought this thing was real nice. We are here, and per usual, you know they're not doing these babies exactly at 6 p.m. They're still like giving you the whole spielio dealio. They'll probably come out with them at 6:08. But, oh yeah, too. If y'all didn't see my rankings, by the way, I post my rankings every Sunday. The committee does it on Tuesday night. I post mine on Sunday. Here they are. You can pause it if you want. And I'm not going to explain these because I made a separate 30-minute video explaining them. It says moments away. As you can see, they're still talking. Look, guys, I'm going to try to not scream, yell, get all, you know, flustered in this video because I don't want to scream and yell, but it might happen. 2, do want to say this before we even get going. If this video goes up later than normal, it's because my brother's basketball game, I got to go to that. So I'm going to try to, as soon as I get done recording this reaction, I'm probably not going to have time to edit it. Well, I might have time to edit it, but while it's rendering on their computer, I'm not going to have time to sit and wait for that. So it might go up later than normal. Do apologize for that. But y'all know how I feel about this. I don't understand how the committee thinks Penn State, Indiana is better than Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee, teams like that. I don't expect the SEC teams to jump them because Indiana, Penn State didn't do anything to lose their ranking, so that's probably not going to change. But I am going to be real curious to see how far is Tennessee going to drop and how far is Georgia going to go up. That's something to pay attention to. I'm going to put you on the tripod and I'll catch you up when we get started. Oh crap, guys. I went to the bathroom. They already started. Crap, my bad. But we didn't miss anything. Focus. They're just doing 25 to 22. My apologies. Missouri at 23. UNLV. Oh, okay. Let me calm down. Okay, Arizona State 21. We don't care about 25 through 21. We're all thinking it. I'm going to say it. We don't care. Let's get into the top 15.
Host a BYU team that might be reeling a little bit, and this is the best team that no one's really talking about.
Wait a minute, Arizona State's 8-2?
And running back in Cam Scott.
I thought they had another loss, huh? They've had a great year this year. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they only won like 3 or 4 games last year. Great year from the Red Devils. Why did I think they had 3 losses? I'm not sure.
There's a burger down in
okay, the Green Wave. Shout out to the Green Wave. Tulane. Oh, I don't even have the lights on. That's why I ain't focusing. My apologies, guys. I was wondering why it was kind of dark in here. What am I doing? I'm an idiot.
There they are. Army.
All right, we got Army at 19. Cool.
That really could help their resume. The second easiest schedule in the entire country up to this point. big
Oh, the Gamecocks. Shout out to Kakalaki.
South Carolina.
I thought they'd probably be around like 16. That's kind of low. So we still got Clemson to go. Oh,
Those two teams
well, what do you know?
a week from Saturday.
Can't make that up. There's Clemson.
Stepping out of conference this week before their
Oh, that means Colorado. Oh, dude, I'm speaking all this in existence. Colorado goes up 1-16.
Heisman Trophy leader, favorite one would think.
At Kansas. Kansas is a team that nobody wants to see.
They do play Kansas. That's going to be a really interesting game. Kansas is better than that 4-6 record indicates. But Colorado, they're going to be the favorite. They should be the favorite at least. Colorado's a really good team, man. People don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. 15, A&M, they don't go anywhere.
A&M has a really tricky game at Auburn coming up this weekend before the finale against the Longhorns in college.
I can't believe I started out this video for like 10 minutes, didn't even have the lights on. Ah, the BYUs!
BYU falls 8 spots after losing.
Wow, they dropped far.
And 1, but down 8.
That's a significant tumble, and you have to wonder.
Yeah, BYUs are done
exclusively about
unless they
the
win the
way-
conference.
Look at that game. I mean, they really didn't play that horrible. They just couldn't finish in the red zone. But maybe because Kansas State also took another loss, maybe that also factored in as well.
Greg, I think it's more than that. They escaped so many times this year that once you finally lose, I think that can give effect against you. You agree with that?
No doubt. You think about the Oklahoma State game where they had to come back and win that one. I agree with you.
Yeah, there have been a few of them this year. BYU, to their credit, has found a way to win them. Still makes it 9-1.
SMU,
Number
13.
Brett Lashley's going to join the show in a little bit.
Cool,
later.
cool,
We'll
cool.
talk about if SMU can win in Virginia and get in the ACC championship game.
BYU beat SMU.
Head-to-head can't be
They did beat SMU. That's interesting. So I put BYU ahead of SMU in my rankings.
I saw it happen.
I value head-to-head. I don't know how you couldn't. Like, if you got a team at 13 and 14,
I'm just saying,
how do you not value the head-to-head? That's just me, though.
if you want to stand there and say that. Okay, so
Boise State goes
now
up
back
1.
in at number 12.
Oh, so that means Tennessee and Georgia are both in the top 12. Tennessee would probably be at 11 or 10 if I had to guess. I have Tennessee at 8 in my rankings.
They stay right there, Reese. It just sets up that the Power 4 will get those top 4 seeds.
You get those buys.
Well, I mean, you got a couple of Big 12 and ACC teams right there, too. Tennessee, after losing at Georgia on Saturday night, they fall 4 spots to number 11.
That's
Let's go to the
interesting.
top 10 now. At number 10, Georgia Bulldogs, first team out last week, moving up to number 10 at
What?
Tennessee. Toughest
Tennis, and I mean, Georgia at 10. I got them at 5. What are we doing?
and 2 at number 9. Hotty toddy. Now there is one where just a couple of weeks ago that Ole Miss won the game, so Ole Miss is 1 spot ahead of Georgia.
I got Ole Miss at 4. Here, y'all can see my rankings
It's the perfect spot for Ole Miss.
over here while I'm watching this.
Georgia on the field. It wasn't even a close game.
At least the committee's got Ole Miss ahead of Georgia. The AP nerds put Georgia ahead of Ole Miss. That's stupid. Ole Miss beat Georgia. Miami.
Miami. Now Miami is not atop the ACC standings.
Okay, I have Miami at 9.
Miami, the highest ranked team from the ACC, and
Does anybody watching this video think Miami's better than Ole Miss? Georgia? No,
not
you don't.
yet guaranteed to make conference title game. Alabama.
Alabama, number 7.
Mostly by virtue of the
That's all right.
Alabama. Now,
Whatever.
that circular thing. Alabama.
Don't agree with it.
But Tennessee beat Alabama, and they're ranked 4 spots behind them. Let's look at number 6.
I got Bama at 3.
The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. We mentioned the game that Notre Dame has against Army this weekend, and they'll finish up against USC on the road. Let's look at the top 5. The Indiana Hoosiers.
Okay.
Ranked below 100. One of the easier ones in the
It's-
country, but
Reese David said schedule rank below 100. Pitiful.
they belong.
Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. It's a disgrace. I said it last week, I'm going to say it again. It's a disgrace to college football having Indiana in the top 5. Their strength of schedule is a cold fact. Let me zoom in, Matt. 106. What are we doing?
Said the same thing about Michigan because their mental
What are we doing?
compared to what Michigan was last year.
Michigan who?
The Michigan, the
500 ball for Michigan.
And Penn State to be at 4, I guess.
You got nothing
Right?
to say about Michigan.
He's talking about last year.
Last year. Yeah.
Last year's
Well, I got Penn State 11, yeah.
I think that's why.
And it's not that I don't think Indiana's not a good team. I got them at 7. It's just you can't have them ahead of Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia. None of you watching this video think Indiana would beat any of those 3 teams.
Incumbent on the Hoosiers to play well. Number 4, Penn State. Penn State's only.
Penn
loss
State at 4. So the top 5 is going to stay the same.
How about number 3?
Texas.
Texas Longhorns. And this is going to
They really ain't done nothing either outside of a win over Vanderbilt. But I'm not really mad at the Texas one. I got Texas at 6. You got Little Bro State at 2 and Oregon 1, so we agree on that.
And Oregon, which the Big Ten went through, I think it was 18 different potential combination scenarios. And the worst that can happen to the Ducks is that they would end up finishing 2nd in the Big Ten. So they're in the conference championship game no matter what happens in their final game.
Yeah, Oregon's making the playoff.
Now they're the rankings.
Okay, here would be your hypothetical matchups. Take this with a grain of salt because this ain't going to happen.
With the way it looked. Now, this is
It doesn't matter what the bracket looks like now. It matters like on the final week.
How it would look to give you an idea. Conference champions would look like this: Oregon, Texas, Miami, and Boise State. So to where Boise State is ranked. and
Wait.
BYU from the Big 12. So right
Oh, okay. So BYU would jump Tennessee and Boise because they win their conference. So Tennessee is in bad position, guys. Really bad position. Because they can get jumped by 2
Raises
teams.
the question, who wins the Big 12?
Yes.
Who wins the ACC? Right. Because these conferences are still wide open,
That-
might have a chance to stay in that 4th spot.
Okay, so let's show you.
That is
some of the
brutal.
Rankings on the left who would have home games. Those are the teams that are seeded, not ranked, seeded 5 through 8. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Penn State, Indiana, all would have home games. So let's look at the matchup. Oh, the Big Ten loves the idea of getting some of those SEC teams up in the cold, and all of the SEC teams.
So Alabama would play Notre Dame, Georgia, Penn State, Ole Miss, Indiana, and all 3 of these teams would beat the crap out of them. All the SEC teams. Alabama's beating the absolute snot out of Notre Dame. Georgia's beating the snot out of Penn State, and Ole Miss is they're not even beating the snot out of Indiana. They'd curb stomp. Ole Miss beat Indiana so bad. It ain't even funny. Now, with Georgia and Bama, I'm kind of exaggerating. Alabama probably wouldn't beat the snot out of Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's a good team, but Alabama probably would win that game. Oh, and Georgia? Georgia'd show Penn State, hey, man, it's different in the Southeast. Penn State's irrelevant. Y'all know how I feel about them. I'm not going to listen to these nerds talk anymore.
Because you see where Alabama's ranked.
Yeah, Tennessee, you got to feel for them because they are in no man's land. They are. Tennessee's screwed, man. I feel for them because I got Tennessee at 8. Tennessee's better. So right now, BYU would still get in if they win their conference, which I don't mind, like the conference winner getting in. Just sucks for Tennessee.
You're 11-1. You are not guaranteed a playoff spot. Those are the 2 things that are really jumping out.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Is that as it should be? Will you agree with that given the schedule in play?
No, Reese, because I go back again. We're looking at Indiana, and we're not used to seeing the IU. Because I go back to last year. Michigan's
Okay, they're just going to talk about Indiana. Should they get in? Should they not? If they lose to Ohio State? That's a different video for a different day. We'll probably make that video throughout the week. But my immediate reaction to it is, it depends what happens in the game. If Indiana looks better than Ohio State, which ain't going to happen, yeah, I don't mind Indiana being in the playoff. But here's the thing, man. If they lose and it doesn't look like they're better than Ohio State, you got to kick them out, dude. Got to kick them out. Got to give them the boot. You don't even have a ranked win. It's not even that. Here's a fun fact for you. Indiana, not only do they not have a ranked win, they don't have a win over a team that is currently bowl eligible. Pathetic. We can't reward that. We got to reward teams that play in a tough conference like the SEC. You can hate it all you want. SEC is the best. It's a gauntlet. Tennessee going 10-2, if they do go 10-2 in the SEC, is way more impressive than Indiana going 11-1 in the sorry and sucky Big Ten. There's no, like, I'm not arguing with you guys in the comments. I'm just telling you. It's the truth. You can like it, you not like it. It is what it is. I choose to live in reality. I don't know where you guys choose to live. Outside of that, I told you I wasn't going to get too worked up. I'm not going to. It's like, yeah, last week, you get worked up because it's like, what, how? But I expected this. And when you expect something, it's hard to get worked up about it. The best way to describe how I feel with the committee is I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in them not being able to man up, grow some nuts, and say, you know what? We don't care if Georgia, Ole Miss, and Alabama got 2 losses. They play in the gauntlet of the SEC. So yeah, we're not going to hold that against them. So we got to put them ahead of Penn State and Indiana. Look at this. Penn State's key wins. Illinois and Wisconsin. They took away Indiana's. What's Indiana's key win? Northwestern and Rutgers. It's an absolute joke. Think about this. One of Penn State's key wins, Wisconsin, Alabama beat them by a 40 burger at Wisconsin. And I know, like, you're saying, well, Matt, it doesn't matter if Alabama, Ole Miss, or Georgia are at a 9, 10, 11, or 5, 6, 7. They're still getting in. That's not the point. It's the principle. You shouldn't have right now Penn State and Indiana ranked ahead of those 3 SEC teams. And even Tennessee. Okay, like, I know some of you may be saying, well, Matt, what about Notre Dame? I don't have Notre Dame ranked ahead of them either. I got them at 10. I feel like Notre Dame's getting a pass for me. And it's because, well, I just don't understand the Penn State and Indiana one. Notre Dame shouldn't get a pass for me. I need to be ripping them a new one as well. Notre Dame doesn't have a... Whoa. I keep forgetting Texas A&M. That was a nice win on the road. Really nice win. So I feel like that's why I'm kind of giving Notre Dame a pass. But, yeah, I mean, you see my rank. I just disagree with these. I disagree with them. I think Notre Dame is the 10th best team in the country. That's where I got them. It's just disappointing. I feel like a father and my son's done something and I'm just disappointed in him. We'll see what happens Saturday. We'll see. That Indiana-Ohio State game is going to be really interesting. And who in the world would have thought I'd be saying this? But to Little Bro State, I'm rooting for you and I'm rooting for you hard. I need you. Ryan Day. Why don't you do something for once in your life, buddy? I need you. I need you. And it's not because, look, this has nothing to do with Alabama. Y'all know I'm a Bama fan, but I pride myself in being a college football analyst first. This has nothing to do with my team, Alabama. I don't care if Alabama's at 12 or 1. As long as we in, it's cool. Whatever. We got a fighting chance. This is about the principle. Indiana ain't the 5th best team in the country. Indiana ain't better than Tennessee. Indiana ain't better than Miami. Oh, wait, no, wait. I got Indiana and Tennessee. I said Tennessee. I meant to say Georgia and Ole Miss. Sorry. All over the place. Indiana ain't better than Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia. They're not. I got them at 7. They're a good team, but that's it. Many more things I could say. I'll end off here. Let me know your thoughts down below. But Romana.